Now, envision yourself standing firm against life's tempests, armed with an unshakable spirit, aware that the sole elements within your grasp are your thoughts and actions. These seemingly idealistic notions are not beyond reach. They are the essence of minimalism and Stoicism, two philosophies born centuries apart yet converging on the path to a life of significance. Welcome to the intersection of minimalism and Stoicism, the art of letting go for a life of depth. In this video, we will embark on a journey that strips away the veneer of materialism and unravels the timeless wisdom of ancient philosophers, guiding you toward a life not merely lived but deeply appreciated. Let's commence with the burgeoning modern minimalist movement. Minimalism transcends mere aesthetics. It's a way of life. It's about shedding the superfluous, the clutter that encumbers our spaces and minds, and concentrating on what truly enriches our existence. Originating in the mid-20th century as an art movement championing simplicity and objectivity, minimalism has permeated various cultural facets, including architecture, music, and lifestyle. Today, individuals are embracing minimalism to reclaim their time, space, and mental clarity, discovering that by relinquishing physical clutter, they can nurture relationships, pursue passions, and experience a richness that material wealth cannot offer. Next, let's journey back to the vibrant streets of ancient Athens, where Stoicism took root around the 3rd century BC. Like minimalism, Stoicism is about simplification, but it focuses on internal simplicity. It's a philosophy that teaches the cultivation of self-discipline, rationality, and virtue as pathways to a contented life. Stoicism helps individuals distinguish between what is within their control and what is not, advocating for concentration on the former and detachment from the latter. Through the insights of Stoic philosophers such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, we learn that fulfillment does not reside in external conditions but in our perceptions and responses. The common thread linking minimalism and Stoicism is the art of letting go. Minimalism encourages us to release physical excess, while Stoicism teaches the wisdom of relinquishing emotional burdens and attachments. Both philosophies converge on the belief that in simplicity and detachment, there is freedom to pursue a life that is meaningful, purposeful, and serene. In this video, we will explore the intricacies of both minimalism and Stoicism. We will delve into their origins, core tenets, and the benefits they bring to the fabric of human existence. We will also compare and contrast these philosophies and discuss practical ways to integrate them into our daily lives. Through case studies and personal accounts, we will witness how individuals have transformed their lives by embracing these concepts. Finally, we will reflect on the lessons learned and encourage you to take steps toward adopting aspects of minimalism and Stoicism that resonate with you. Prepare to challenge your perceptions of what it means to lead a fulfilling life as we venture into the realms of minimalism and Stoicism. The path to a meaningful life is paved with intention, virtue, and the courage to let go of the unnecessary. Let us walk this path together. Moving ahead, let's immerse ourselves in the initial segment of our discussion, understanding minimalism. The minimalist movement, as we know it today, did not emerge in a vacuum. It has its roots in various art forms, particularly visual arts and music, which surfaced in the late 1950s and early 1960s. These art forms emphasized the use of simple elements and rejected the notion that complexity is a prerequisite for meaningful art. Over time, this ideology evolved into lifestyle minimalism. As a lifestyle, minimalism gained momentum in the early 2000s as people began to question the prevailing consumerist culture. They sought a simpler, more meaningful existence, liberated from the shackles of material possessions. This marked the birth of the modern minimalist movement, a reaction against excess consumerism and a quest for contentment beyond material wealth. Now, let's examine the core principles that underpin minimalism. Firstly, minimalism is about simplification. It's about clearing away the excess, the non-essential, and the distractions, and making space for what truly matters. This could involve decluttering your home, streamlining your commitments, or even curating your social media presence. It's about creating an environment, both physical and mental, that mirrors your values and priorities. The second core principle is intentionality. Minimalism isn't just about discarding things. It's about making thoughtful, deliberate choices about what to keep in your life and what to release. It's about asking yourself, does this enhance my life? Does this align with my aspirations and values? Intentionality is about living with purpose, not on autopilot. It's about making choices that reflect the life you aspire to lead. The third pillar is a focus on quality over quantity. In a consumerist society, we are often led to believe that more is better. Minimalism challenges this belief. It's not about having less for the sake of it, but about having the right things. It's about investing in quality items and relationships that endure, rather than accumulating a multitude of things that serve no real purpose. With these principles in mind, let's explore the multifaceted benefits of adopting a minimalist lifestyle. First, minimalism can lead to mental clarity by reducing clutter and distractions. We can create an environment that fosters focus and creativity. Our minds are unencumbered by the chaos around us, allowing us to think more clearly and make better decisions. Another significant benefit is financial freedom. By being intentional about our purchases and focusing on quality over quantity, we can drastically reduce unnecessary spending. This can lead to savings, reduced debt, and the financial freedom to pursue passions and experiences that are truly meaningful. Furthermore, minimalism has a positive environmental impact. By consuming less, we decrease our carbon footprint. The production and disposal of goods are major contributors to environmental degradation. When we choose to live with less and make sustainable choices, we are not only enhancing our own lives but also contributing to the well-being of our planet. However, as with any movement, minimalism faces its share of criticisms and misconceptions. One common criticism is that it is a privilege to choose to live with less, and that this lifestyle is not accessible to everyone. Additionally, some argue that minimalism can become another form of consumerism, where individuals continuously replace old items with new minimalist ones. There's also the misconception that minimalism means living in austerity, or that it's a one-size-fits-all solution. It is important to acknowledge that minimalism is a tool, not a rule. It's a means to create a life that reflects your values and priorities, and it can be adapted to fit individual circumstances and preferences. Minimalism does not require perfection. It encourages progress and consciousness in the choices we make. In the same vein, minimalism should not be seen solely as a privilege. While it is true that certain aspects of minimalism may be easier to adopt for those in more stable financial situations, the core principles of intentionality and focus on quality over quantity can empower individuals across socioeconomic statuses. It can be about making the most of what one has and finding contentment in simplicity, regardless of the number of possessions. Moreover, to address the misconception of minimalism being a life of deprivation, it is crucial to emphasize that minimalism is not about owning a specific number of items. It's about finding what is meaningful and eliminating the excess that detracts from it. For some, this might mean a home with only essentials, while for others, it might mean a carefully selected collection of items that bring joy and purpose. Minimalism is a rich and dynamic philosophy that extends beyond decluttering. It's about creating a life of intentionality, purpose, and contentment through simplification, conscious decision-making, and a focus on quality. Minimalism opens the door to mental clarity, financial freedom, and environmental sustainability. However, as with any philosophy, it is not without its criticisms and misconceptions. It is important to approach minimalism with an open mind, recognizing that it is a flexible and adaptable tool for cultivating a meaningful life. As we continue in our video, we will explore the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy and discover how, much like minimalism, it guides us in letting go of excess, not only in our physical surroundings but also in our inner worlds. We will examine the synergies and differences between these two philosophies and offer practical insights on integrating them into our lives for a deeper sense of fulfillment. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and Rome, is being woven into the fabric of our daily lives through practices such as journaling, mindfulness, and reflective exercises that promote living in harmony with our values. In essence, Stoicism is a treasure trove of wisdom. Its core tenets, rationality, control over our reactions, and the pursuit of virtue, empower individuals to lead lives marked by contentment and moral integrity. From the teachings of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius to its contemporary applications in psychology and leadership, Stoicism can serve as a beacon in our ever-evolving world. As we continue our exploration, it's crucial to understand that Stoicism is not merely a collection of philosophical thoughts, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to nurture a rational and virtuous mindset, to discern what is within our control, and to release what is not. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. It's a call to live not just with intention, but with wisdom. Now, having explored the depths of Stoic philosophy, we find ourselves at a fascinating intersection where minimalism and Stoicism meet. As we'll soon discover, these philosophies, born in different times and circumstances, converge on the theme of letting go, be it of material excess or mental constructs, in pursuit of a life that is purposeful, content, and aligned with our values. In the upcoming segments, we will compare and contrast these philosophies, uncover their synergies, and offer insights on how they can be integrated into our lives. We will explore how the simplicity and intentionality of minimalism can be enriched by the wisdom and virtue of Stoicism. Together, these philosophies can form a powerful framework for a life that is not only decluttered or resilient, but deeply meaningful. As we embark on this exploration, let's approach it with an open mind and a curious heart. Let's be willing to question our assumptions, challenge our patterns, and embrace new paradigms. Through minimalism and Stoicism, we are invited on a journey that is as much about letting go as it is about discovering what truly matters. This journey is not just philosophical, it's deeply personal. It's an invitation to reflect on our lives, our choices, and our values. It's an invitation to let go of excess and embrace essence, to let go of noise and embrace wisdom, to let go of the fleeting and embrace the enduring. Let's walk this path together, guided by minimalism and Stoicism, towards a life that is not just lived, but cherished, not just endured, but celebrated, not just fleeting, but meaningful. As we venture further, we reach a point where minimalism and Stoicism stand side by side. These powerful philosophies, though centuries apart, share common ground as well as distinct differences. Let's now examine the tapestry they create together. First, let's consider their similarities. Both emphasize the pursuit of simplicity and focus. Minimalism urges us to simplify our lives by reducing our possessions and decluttering our spaces. Stoicism, conversely, encourages us to simplify our inner world through rationality and focusing on what we can control. Both guide us to shed the unnecessary to concentrate on what truly matters. Second, both advocate for reducing excess. In minimalism, this means letting go of possessions that don't add value. In Stoicism, it's about releasing excessive desires, emotions, and attachments that impair our judgment and pursuit of virtue. Both recognize that excess, whether physical clutter or mental turmoil, can hinder a fulfilling life. The third similarity is their emphasis on internal contentment. Minimalism teaches that happiness isn't found in accumulating things, but in living intentionally and with purpose. Similarly, Stoicism suggests that contentment comes from living in accordance with nature and reason, not from external achievements or wealth. Now, let's consider the differences. First, their historical and cultural contexts differ. Minimalism emerged as a modern movement, primarily in the West, as a reaction to consumerism and material excess. Stoicism, however, originated in ancient Greece and Rome, as a philosophical response to the human quest for happiness and virtue in a volatile world. Second, their scope and application differ. Minimalism primarily addresses the physical aspects of our lives, encouraging us to declutter our spaces and be mindful of consumption. Stoicism, on the other hand, is broader in scope, dealing with both our external circumstances and our internal thoughts, emotions, and character. The third difference lies in their underlying motivations. Minimalism is often driven by the desire to create space, freedom, and focus. It's about curating our environment. Stoicism, however, is rooted in moral philosophy. It's about cultivating our character and soul. The Stoic is motivated by a duty to live virtuously, in harmony with reason and nature. Reflecting on these similarities and differences, we see that the philosophies are two sides of the same coin. They guide us towards simplicity, focus, and contentment, but from different perspectives and with different tools. Imagine minimalism as the vessel that helps us navigate the physical world, decluttering our spaces and focusing our actions. Stoicism, then, is the compass that guides us through our internal seas, helping us navigate our thoughts, emotions, and character with wisdom and virtue. Together, they create a powerful synergy. By integrating minimalism's simplicity and intentionality with Stoicism's wisdom and virtue, we can create a life that is not only uncluttered and focused, but also deeply meaningful and aligned with our highest values. Let's not limit ourselves to choosing one over the other. Instead, let's embrace them both as complementary guides. Let the vessel of minimalism carry us forward, while the compass of Stoicism keeps us on a course true to our values. Before moving on, let's pause and reflect on the spaces we inhabit and the possessions we surround ourselves with. Do they serve a purpose, or are they just clutter? Now, turn the gaze inward, reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Are they aligned with our values, or are they in disarray? As we proceed, let's carry with us the essence of minimalism's call to simplicity and Stoicism's call to wisdom. Let's be architects, designing a life that resonates with our soul's longing for meaning and contentment. The two philosophies, distinct in origin, scope, and motivation, converge in guiding us towards a life stripped of excess and rich in essence. Minimalism invites us to clear our external world, and Stoicism challenges us to master our internal realm. In their confluence, we find a path that leads not just to simplicity or wisdom, but to a life that is profoundly meaningful. As we stand at the crossroads of these philosophies, we have the power and tools to shape our journey, a journey as unique as each of us, yet united in the pursuit of a more meaningful and contented life. This journey is not always easy. It requires reflection, action, and sometimes the courage to let go. But as we walk this path, with each step, we create a tapestry woven with threads of simplicity, wisdom, purpose, and contentment. Let's carry forward the torches of minimalism and Stoicism as we step into the realm of practical application, with open hearts and curious minds. Let's explore, integrate, and embody the teachings of these venerable philosophies. As we move ahead, let's do so with gratitude for the wisdom passed down through the ages and the opportunity to weave it into the fabric of our lives. In the next segment, we will delve into the practical application of these philosophies. We will explore strategies, tips, and reflections to help you integrate minimalism and Stoicism into your life, crafting a tapestry that is not only simple and wise but deeply and profoundly meaningful. As we navigate the rich tapestry woven by minimalism and Stoicism, we now arrive at a pivotal point in our journey: the integration of these philosophies into our daily lives. This is where theory becomes practice, and where we take our first steps towards a more meaningful life. Align your actions, decisions, and emotions with honesty, integrity, and compassion. Additionally, regularly practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Take moments to ponder your actions, decisions, and emotions. This practice fosters rationality and emotional resilience. How can we balance minimalism and Stoicism for personal growth? The key is integration. Use minimalism to create an environment that reflects your values and goals, and Stoicism to cultivate a resilient, focused, and virtuous mindset. It's also crucial to understand that minimalism and Stoicism are not rigid, all-or-nothing philosophies. They are adaptable and can be tailored to your personal situation and objectives. Take small, consistent steps, and be open to adjusting your approach as you learn and grow. To illustrate this, let's look at real-life examples of individuals who have integrated both philosophies. Consider Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, known as the minimalists. They left their corporate jobs, which were abundant in material wealth but lacking in meaning. Through minimalism, they simplified their lives. They also embraced Stoic principles by focusing on what they could control and aligning their lives with their values. Another example is Tim Ferriss, an entrepreneur and author who has discussed how Stoicism has influenced his life and decision-making. He has also adopted minimalism, concentrating on essential activities and relationships that align with his values. Integrating minimalism and Stoicism can significantly enhance personal development and lead to a more meaningful life. By simplifying our external environment through minimalism and nurturing a resilient and virtuous mindset through Stoicism, we can create a life that is not only free of clutter but also rich in purpose and contentment. As we wrap up this section, I invite you to reflect on what aspects of minimalism and Stoicism resonate with you. Consider how you can incorporate these principles into your life and use them as tools for personal growth and fulfillment. Let's continue on this path together, embracing the wisdom and practicality that minimalism and Stoicism offer. Let's explore the many ways these philosophies can enrich our lives, helping us let go of excess and cultivate a profound sense of meaning. Before we proceed, let's acknowledge that while integrating minimalism and Stoicism can be incredibly rewarding, it is not without its challenges. It requires diligence, commitment, and sometimes stepping out of our comfort zones. It's also essential to recognize that this integration is not a final destination but an ongoing journey of growth and evolution. Our understanding and application of these philosophies will change and develop as we do. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, and there's no endpoint where we have fully achieved minimalism or Stoicism. They are companions on our lifelong journey towards self-actualization. As we travel this path, let's remember to be compassionate and patient with ourselves. Changes, especially those affecting our lifestyles and thought processes, take time. There will be days when we falter, and that's okay. What matters is that we learn from these experiences, pick ourselves up, and continue forward with renewed energy and clarity. In this journey, we are not alone. Many others have embarked on similar paths, integrating minimalism and Stoicism in their quest for a more meaningful life. We can learn from their experiences, draw inspiration from their stories, and find comfort in the knowledge that our pursuit of meaning and contentment is a shared human endeavor. As we delve deeper into our exploration, let's cross continents and centuries to explore the rich tapestry of Eastern philosophies and religions. The East, with its millennia of history and thought, offers profound insights into the pursuit of a meaningful life. Interestingly, minimalism and Stoicism find parallels in several Eastern concepts. Let's discover these beautiful connections and see how they can enrich our lives. Buddhism. One of Buddhism's central teachings is the middle way, advocating moderation and avoiding extremes, which is similar to minimalism. The middle way suggests that by steering clear of both excess and austerity, we can lead a balanced life that fosters spiritual growth. Buddhism also introduces the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, guiding us to live free from attachments, a principle that echoes Stoic ideals. The Four Noble Truths diagnose human suffering and its origins, while the Noble Eightfold Path offers a path to liberation through right conduct, right intention, and right mindfulness. Speaking of mindfulness, Buddhism has a long tradition of mindfulness and meditation practices. These practices align with Stoic mindfulness, helping individuals focus on the present moment and what truly matters. Meditation cultivates awareness and equanimity, enabling us to let go of fleeting emotions and focus on our inner selves. Taoism. In Taoism, we find the concepts of the Tao and Wu Wei. Taoism emphasizes simplicity, naturalness, and non-action, principles that resonate with minimalism. Wu Wei, or non-action, does not mean inactivity but acting in harmony with the natural flow of things. It's about effortless action and simplicity in living. Taoism also introduces the concept of yin and yang, representing balance and harmony in nature. This balance is crucial in Taoist thought and closely related to minimalism and Stoicism, where balance in life and emotions is sought. Another aspect is living in accordance with nature. Taoism encourages living harmoniously with the Tao, the fundamental principle that is the source of everything. This notion is akin to the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature to achieve virtue and contentment. Hinduism. Hinduism, another ancient Eastern religion, speaks of dharma and simplicity. Following one's dharma, or moral duty, involves living with purpose and ethical standards, which can be compared to the minimalist focus on intentionality. Hindu philosophy also emphasizes non-attachment, similar to Stoic detachment, encouraging individuals not to be ensnared by material possessions or transient emotions. Furthermore, yoga and meditation in Hinduism are not just physical exercises but practices aimed at self-realization and aligning oneself with inner virtues, akin to Stoic self-reflection and the pursuit of rationality and virtue. Confucianism. Finally, let's consider Confucianism, which has significantly influenced Eastern thought. The doctrine of the mean in Confucianism advocates for balance and moderation, reflecting minimalist principles. Confucianism also emphasizes Ren, or humanness, and Li, or ritual and proper conduct, focusing on moral virtues and proper conduct in society, resonating with Stoic virtues. Moreover, Confucianism stresses social harmony and the importance of relationships, echoing the Stoic emphasis on community engagement and understanding our interconnectedness. In summary, minimalism and Stoicism share deep connections with Eastern philosophies and religions. The Eastern concepts of balance, moderation, mindfulness, and non-attachment are mirrored in the principles of minimalism and Stoicism. Both Eastern and Western philosophies guide us in letting go of excess and focusing on what is essential for a harmonious life. What makes Eastern thought particularly enriching is its emphasis on inner development, social harmony, and the interconnectedness of all things. These teachings can be a valuable source of wisdom for anyone seeking to lead a more meaningful and contented life. As we have seen, minimalism encourages us to declutter our lives of material excess and prioritize quality over quantity. Stoicism teaches us to be rational, control our reactions, and view virtue as the highest good. Eastern philosophies, with their diverse teachings, offer wisdom on how to live in harmony with nature and our inner selves. As you go about your daily life, consider how you might integrate these philosophies. Perhaps adopt mindfulness practices from Buddhism, the effortless action of Taoism's Wu Wei, the moral compass of Hindu Dharma, or the social virtues of Confucianism. Combine these with the clarity of minimalism and the rationality of Stoicism. Let's not view these philosophies as separate but as complementary elements that can enrich our lives. By drawing inspiration from both East and West, we can build a bridge of understanding and wisdom that spans cultures and ages. Thank you for listening, everyone. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to receive great videos every day from the Quotes of Stoic channel. Goodbye and see you again.